Hi guys, welcome on to Fab Rugby. We're joined today for the next episode of Futures by George Furbank. So guys, today we're going to follow George around and kind of learn about what he does during the day as part of being a professional player. So we'll get started, we'll ask some questions kind of how we got to here. So how did we get here then, George? Where did it all start for you?
So Dad was a big rugby player.
Yep.
So I've been down, I played at a local club called Huntington Rugby Club, near from where I'm from. So I've been down at the club since I was born pretty much, and got into rugby through there and played at Huntington since I was 5 years old. And then carried on through a pathway and eventually moved to Bedford School where they play rugby as well and developed there. And
so how was the transition from Bedford School then to
it's obviously a massive step up, kind of going from sort of training sort of 3 times a week to full time, and obviously you come across a lot bigger guys rather than being at school. But no, it's interesting. Saints helped massively because obviously you're part of this junior setup at Saints when I was at Bedford School, and they helped massively with that transition, so it was good.
And have you always played fullback then with that? Or?
No, I only played fullback for my last year at the academy here.
Okay.
I played fly half for most of the time. Well, I actually started out at prop when I was when I was really young because I wasn't the skinniest when I was younger. Lost some weight and started playing fly half.
There you go.
And then moved to the centre at Bedford School.
So is there a future kid going back to that? Do you think go back to playing prop?
I'm not sure my neck or any part of my body will hold up, to be honest.
So kind of last season was a big breakout year for you then. You played 17 times I think it was last season. What kind of do you remember from last year? What was a big highlight do you think from last season?
Obviously my first Premiership start against Wasps here was pretty special. Playing here regardless is pretty special. But yeah, that game was cool. Watching Dingers going in the corner, chasing after him as fast as I could was good. And then obviously the Prem Cup final, winning the Prem Cup with a good group of guys was really fun. Sell out here, awesome atmosphere, and so that was a highlight.
Okay, so today we're going to follow you around, see what you get up to in a day. We've got the media day at the Saints, so you've got some funny photos and some funny things to film.
Yeah.
So we'll try and capture that along the day.
Sounds good.
We'll follow you along. Cool.
Sweet.
Right then, George, so you just finished training. How was that?
Tough. I had the week off just got up on me, so lungs were going, but no, it was good.
Quite physical, a bit of a tough one to get going at the start of the week.
It's one of those that starts with shoulders on, so not meant to be too physical, and then something happens and the boys ramp it up a level physicality wise. But no, we've got a game in a week on Thursday, so physicality levels are going to have to get ramped up.
Of course. So during a normal game week then, how much physicality are you doing? How many full contact sessions are you doing during the week?
A lot of it depends on how boys feel. So if it's been a real physical game at the weekend and boys are struggling, there'll be one. There's always one session. There's always one a week. It's 10 minutes max, but it's pretty full on for those 10 minutes. And then if boys are feeling fresh, they'll get some extras in and stuff like that as well.
So how much of your training then is based around your positional stuff? Like so around your 15, do you do much during the week, or is it all teamwork? How does it work?
So pre-season, boys tend to be pretty shattered after sessions, so not too much position specific goes on. There's a lot of skill stuff though, so obviously we're working on being a real skillful team, and I think we showed that last season, so that again is a big focus for us. So there's a lot of skill sessions that go on, and then once we get into the season, there's loads of individual skills blocks where you can get with your group and work on all that kind of stuff.
What do you most enjoy about training?
Those games actually, I really enjoy. They're kind of my cup of tea. Stuff I don't like when it's like in the middle of December and it's about 3 degrees and it's with rain.
True. Is it quite like tough to motivate yourself for those kind of things? Or?
It can be. I think people think it's the easiest job in the world in terms of like you get to play sport as your job. But yeah, when you're waking up at sort of 7 in the morning and look outside the window, it's rain or snowing, and you know you've got to go out and train. It can be reasonably tough, but you know you've got a job to do and something to work for.
So do you have any superstitions or any habits before a game?
Not particularly. I used to Well, I shave on a game day most of the time. Yeah, probably need it.
Probably the game day then.
Yeah. And then I tend to wear the same boxers as well. Yeah.
What? Not that you do wash in between games, right?
I do, yeah, occasionally, once or twice. But yeah, they're starting to get holes in, so I might need a new pair.
So then, we've just followed you around for a day. We've seen you do some training, and we've seen you do some media stuff. How was your day generally?
Yeah, it's pretty normal day. Yeah, pretty standard day.
How do you cope with like social media then, with the game and stuff, like with modern game and stuff like that?
For me, I'm kind of keen to stay away from all that kind of stuff. I don't want outsiders' opinions really kind of getting in my head. Obviously, you're going to read the odd thing in papers and stuff like that from former players, but they're entitled to their opinions, and it's whether you kind of take those on board. But we've got a coaching team here who you kind of would go over your game with rather than taking external opinions like that. So yeah, that's kind of how I go about it.
So first thing you do when you get home after a game then?
Eat. Yeah, well, we tend to have a few beers in the change room after a game if we've won, and then yeah, Bridge Street's always an option in Northampton. A few okay clubs there, not going to name them. But yeah, boys tend to like to have a drink. If we've lost or if boys are pretty shattered, then yeah, just go home and eat some average food. But no, they put on a pretty good do up here with families and stuff like that, and a decent spread up there. So yeah, get suited and booted and get yourself up there.
So what hobbies have you got away from the game?
Summer hobbies, like to play a bit of golf. I've actually not really played too much this summer, but that's a kind of a go-to with the boys. I've actually got an unlimited card at Cineworld, so I'm a big movie fan.
Happy days.
And then I'm doing something with the foundation called the Mintridge Foundation at the moment, who run sports programs in schools. And I did a rugby program with Northampton International Academy this year. So I've been mentoring two lads for 6 months. So yeah, that's going okay. It just involves a few Skype calls every couple of weeks, and just offering what advice I can.
And if you weren't a rugby player, then what would you be?
I'm just massive into sport, to be honest. So I actually grew up always wanting to be a cricketer, and then realised when you turn out it's 5 days long, it becomes not so interesting. But I still love watching that. I couldn't really tell you, to be honest, but it's something to do with sport probably.
So looking ahead then, what do you hope to achieve this year?
Team-wise, obviously everyone's going to want to be winning the Premiership, so that's ultimate ambition with the team. Individual-wise, obviously we've got Mali coming back in this year, and he's looking really good and sharp again. And we signed Ryan as well, who can play full-back. So yeah, there's more competition again. So I'm just playing as many games as I can in that 15 shirt.
So looking ahead even further, then 10 years into your future, what do you hope to have achieved in your career?
That's a long way away, that is. I mean, obviously, 1 or 2 Premiership titles would be nice. Hopefully, plenty of caps for Northampton, and then international cap is kind of is the ultimate goal, really. I think anyone who plays rugby wants to play for their country. So yeah, that would be nice if I can tick that off.
Brilliant. Well, thanks a lot for letting us follow you around today. It's been great fun, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you. Cheers.